I'm Abby, founder of Heavyweight Yoga. Yoga I developed for everybody, regardless of size, regardless of circumstance. I know your body can benefit from yoga. I started teaching in the studio in 2004, went on to create 3 award-winning DVDs. But in 2020, I moved all of my classes online onto Zoom. I hope you'll join me there. It's really simple. Contact me on my website. Let me know you want the link and logins, and I'll get them to you. In the meantime, let's take a look at a part of heavyweight yoga that I know your body can do. Jai. I'm Abby with Heartfelt Yoga, Heavyweight Yoga. Thanks for joining me on this closer look at pigeon pose, seated pigeon pose. Pigeon is a weight-bearing hip opener. And often what happens before you get to the purpose of the pose being fulfilled, the hip opening, you find your knees in trouble. Seated pigeon eliminates all of that danger and makes it easier for you and Ella to open your hips. I'm going to have my legs out, the knees are wide, the soles of my feet are together. Normally in the efficient warm-up series, I've just completed what I like to call going to the beach, so this position flows really easily after that core builder. Squaring your shoulders off with your shin. This is my right leg. I'm going to bring my right hand below the knee. The left hand comes above the right ankle. My counterpoints, I'm going to lift myself up and over. The stretch is coming out of that left hip, straight up. My chin is about fist width away from the chest. Avoid dropping it. And we're flat back, using our friend the flat back hinge. Now if the hands get in the way, just bring them down to the floor. Once you've got that stretch, it's a few breaths, a hold, but then we're going to break our spine. We're going to roll at the waist, roll the chin, and I'm going to move this left shoulder in the direction that makes that stretch in the left hip, creep across the crest of the hip towards the spine. We'll hold and then bring ourselves back up. So let's give it a try. Again, we're nice and tall. We're going to square the shoulders off with this right shin. Place the right hand below the right knee, left hand above the right ankle. Using those counterpoints, it's a flat back hinge. The stretch coming up, straight up that left side. Now we're going to break, roll the waist, roll the chin to the chest, and roll that left shoulder. I'm bringing my shoulder up towards my ear as the stretch just creeps across the crest of my left hip towards the center line. With the breath, I use my hands. I use my inhale to bring myself up. And let's prepare to go to the other side. This time, squaring the shoulders off with the left shin. It's not side specific, so if you mixed up left and right, no worries, just do the other side. The shoulders are square. My right hand comes across to above the left ankle. Left hand below the left knee, and it's the flat back hinge. Watching the chin, moving the head along with the spine. Hands get in the way, just drop them to the floor. The stretch is going to be straight up that right hip to start. And then we're going to round the waist, drop the chin, and roll that right shoulder. So that stretch in the right hip comes across into the center line. Of course, you want to be breathing. We'll use the hands and the inhale to bring ourselves right back up. If you have time, since you're here already, why not add seated child's pose? Here, I'm going to ground myself, each hand to the shin. I'm going to lift myself up out of the hip and low back. And then as I flat back hinge about halfway, I'm rolling. Rolling at the waist, dropping the chin to the chest, relaxing the shoulders down, coming into Garbhanasana, child's pose, using the hands and the inhale to bring yourself up. Name for the garbanzo being Garbhanasana. Child's pose is all about rolling the spine, and it's an easy one just to sprinkle in after you finish with seated pigeon. As always, I honor the light within you. Jabakwan.